Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play Factorio efficiently. Rather, with no waste. Probably is what I should have called it. It's wasteless. I don't know. This is how many combinators we're going to need to make this work. When we need 3 ingredients, we're going to need 1, 2, 3 more. Brilliant. Well, 2 more. It depends. If they come in pairs, we need this one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk through each of these combinators, what they do, then we're going to wire the whole damn thing up. Alright, so this first one is a really cool trick that I forgot about, that it's a little bit of error checking. So we're going to add 1 to the input that we're getting from the network and rebring it out. This is going to feed directly into this machine, which is going to take that and divide by 2. And the reason that we do that is because Factorio, the way it's set up, if it has an uneven number, it will always round down. So this way it'll at least give us more than what we need. So there could be a little bit of waste, but since we're using this and we know that we should always order them in evens, it shouldn't be a problem. But just in case, we'll never be shorted on our order. We might just end up with an extra piece of iron. Okay, so this gives you, this will output how many, well, we're gonna hook these up as I go, I guess, just so I can track them along. So the input here comes from the network. So we're inputting nothing because I'm ordering the wrong thing right now. Copper test went well. At least there's that, right? Alright, so forget you. I want my 10 transport belt. Okay, proof of concept, right? We'll never just order 10. Not for my own personal use. So now we're inputting 10, we're outputting 11, right? Here, we're not getting anything, so we need to connect these together. The output here goes to the input here. And now we're outputting 5. 5 is what we need. So we're going to take this output, come to here, and then same thing here. This is going to break it down into 2 bits. So here we're going to take our input signal, multiply by 1, and we are going to create then the signal for gears, which will be on top, and then we'll shift click this down and change the gears to iron. Okay, so we're going to do top bottom. Gears are on the top, and the gears will be on the left. Now this is the one that actually takes the gear signal, multiplies it by our dummy signal, and outputs the dummy signal. Okay. Same thing here, but this instead of gears, we're going to use iron. This is all normal. Okay. This is our logic gate. I need 1 more actually. This isn't enough. Oh my goodness. This is our logic gate. This is that's our switch. So that's our latch, if you will. Just to make my life simpler, this is going to be the final product comparison. I feel like there's still not enough. Let me flip over here for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all of a sudden I have 5. Why do I have 5? Right. Okay. Yeah. That's why I don't need 5. Whoa, frames. All right. Crazy. This is the RS latch. So let's do this. We'll get that straight away. N equals 0. Output 1. Straight up normal, right? You don't do that yet. Connect the output of here to the input of there. Connect the input of here to the output of there. And then now we can mirror that and it will work fine. This is our final comparison. This is going to do alpha, compare it to Bravo, and output alpha. This is how we can use the combinator. The everything trick that I was trying to do, it's fine, but you can cross the streams, if you will. So now this is what's going to produce that. All right. Output of this. We have no input right now. So we need to throw in our inputs. The output of U, because your gears goes into the input of U. The output of U goes to control the gears. Output of U goes to control the gears. Output of U goes to control those. Okay. This is going to take the input of this box and this box. This is going to take the input of, I don't recall, I'm going to flip over, because I actually was smart enough to put this on screen first to make sure I don't screw it up. The output of that goes straight into the input of that. And there's got to be another input in there somewhere. It has to be getting the A signal. Yeah, from there, I think. Well, we're going to experiment with the output of that one anyway. Frames! Frames! Okay. The output of this is our final switch. So this is going into set. Let me get my chart here. This is the basic chart. No, it goes into reset, of course. So this is going to go into reset. Like such. This is the main reset. Into here. Okay. So that gets the 2 inputs for that. Right. And then the output of this goes to the input of this. And I just put the input of this into this thing. And I don't know how to undo that. Oh my god. Wasted wires. Wasted frickin' wires. So the output of this goes to the input of this. The output of this goes to the input of this. Okay. It's got to take another input here somehow, but we'll get to there. That's getting an input signal. That is not, because that has not been hooked up yet. So we'll hook that up. You go from here to here. That's getting an input. We're getting 2 input signals, which is great. We're not getting the output signals because we have to do the SR. We have to do a pulse generate. So let's do that and see if I can actually get inputs from stuff. Alright. That's not doing an output. That's outputting 1. So this hasn't been hooked up yet. The output of this has to go into here. The output of this has to go into here. Okay. Now we're getting our output signals of alpha. That's not getting any inputs right now. This works if alpha is greater than perfect. Alpha is greater than 0. Now this, the output of this has to go into, I like more red wire just because I would feel more comfortable. This goes into here. Also this goes into here. And this works if A equals 0. Okay, so those are set up right. At least remember to do those. This, if alpha equals bravo, output alpha. It's not getting any signals in, but, you know. Details. Well, we've got output signals, which means that there should be things happening here. Create 1 steel chest, because I will need them. Oh, I already had my weird iron one. Should just be using the weird iron one. Okay, let us put into place a stopgap, just in case things go too fast. You've got to be kidding. Whatever. Temporary. 5 of each, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it shouldn't. That should not immediately be working. Yep, that's a problem. I really, really hate this sometimes. It's receiving an input signal of 0. Or of 1. So it's outputting nothing. So this is outputting 1. And this is outputting 1. Well, I reset the system. So this should show the same state. So the set is input, output. So we're in the proper set. It's just this shouldn't be working. Unless A is 0. The output of the set switch should be going into these 2 things. Wait, so this hasn't been reset. Oh, I'm so confused. Where's my other test box? We're going to leave that test box there. We're going to use my iron chest. This will be this test box. So, if I just put 50 iron in there, or apparently all of my iron, it works fine. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So now, that's outputting 1, that's inputting 0, and all of these have no output. Well, that has the output because it's the conversion, but none of that has output. None of this has output. That's outputting 1. That's inputting 1. So set is input. Oh, it's backward. So somehow these bad boys got backwards. Because they're outputting. That's output A. We're going to force the issue here, I think. It's just going forever. It doesn't work. Something is horribly wrong, and I can't figure out why, and it's just... It's frustrating me, it's probably frustrating you. What is going on here, I wonder? This is the same setup. Let me pause the game so I don't have the frame issues. But this is the same setup I have going on here. I mean, you take a look. I've got the set reset latch. I've got the equal, which is alpha bravo. Output alpha. You know, I have if everything is greater than 0, output bravo. And then when they're equal, that's when you flip the switch. I'm so confused. I'm trying to now get to like the stills of each frame here without turning on the video because I don't want to, you know, like steal content, blah, blah, blah. Everything is greater than 0, output beta. It's very clear. I mean, it's very, very clear. So frustrating. Alright, let's go through the logic. So, it should be off right now. That's the frustrating thing. I want this to switch. So, I don't know how to make that happen. So these are be 2 alpha things. This is alpha is greater than 0, which it is. This won't turn off, though, until both conditions are met. How could you possibly have it set? Okay, well, look. We're going to set up the chest the way we expect, right? 5 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I have a feeling this is only going to work if they happen to fill at the exact same time. Like, I don't think the reset actually happens unless you have the exact amount of product. Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it reset there. But it only did so, like, if I had 6 gears, I think all 6 gears would have come in here. End up with 10? How many do I have? 17 left over? 27. So I got my order. But like I said, I think with 6 gear wheels, it's not going to work right. I think it has to be the exact right amount. Look, let's run it through. That doesn't need to be reset. So reset, pull it back, do this, and we're going to put in, I need 15, right? Something with the network. Yeah, I need 15. Alright. So 15, I need to go down to 23. So it's going to produce the exact right thing, right? If it doesn't, that's where the problem lies. So this only works if there are no errors. But what if there's an error? I guess the whole point is that there won't be an error. I don't like it, but it's legitimate. See, because it'll never work. Because it immediately goes. So this never gets reset. Input, output. That's not the reset state. Is it? It's output, input. It should be on output, input, and it doesn't happen. Because this never resets. I wonder if this is actually broken in my design, or if it's broken in the overall design. Because these don't wait, and it doesn't flip because they immediately start drawing. Something is wrong. Okay. This is where I replace this particular machine. The output from here goes to input from here. Now I can copy this over. The output from here goes to input of here. That's my switch. Okay? It's off. Everything should be off right now, and it is off, which is good. So now the reset latch outputs only to the product tests. So it only outputs to these two. Input here. Input here. This goes into, because this is the final test, right? These two guys come into here. I'm sorry, these two come into here. And the output of this goes in. Now wait a minute, maybe that's what's wrong. Are the chests the only thing that go into that? Kind of looks like it. Let's go look over here. Are the chests the only... God, frames. Sorry. Are the chests the only things that go into this? Is that the only thing inputting here? This green wire is going into this. So yes, that is the only thing that comes into here. No, there's two things. That comes into here as well. So there need to be two inputs into this. Not just the two chests. Maybe it'll work now that this switch is set correctly. So when I set the reset, it should change. But the output of this still needs to go somewhere. So the output of this needs to go into the input of this. Okay, so we should now be able to switch the system on. I like that they have the little light to let you know they worked. That is actually really convenient. Okay, so the input signal, it's getting an input signal, that's getting an output signal, but the problem is now that these are ready. They're going to work. They're going to immediately work. Signal 1, output signal 0. How about this one? Input signal 1, output signal 0. I don't know, man. I mean, it's not. Oh, because it has to equal 1. Oh my god, it's not 0. It has to equal 1. It has to equal 1. That's my problem. That's why I'm going crazy, see. It's always the simple bugs that'll drive you nuts. So maybe now this will work as intended. We'll find out. B10. It's getting B10, but it's not getting the alpha signals. Because I have to get alpha from somewhere. So these two have to go to the input here. Is that what I'm missing to make this finally work? Yep. It is so hard to see the green wires in those diagrams, but yep, that's exactly what I'm missing. Alright, frames. Yep, good. So the outputs here have to come into the input in here as well. Why not? Output here, input here, output here. Excellent. That's all we needed. That was the missing piece of the puzzle. Whew. Wild, huh? Wild. Got plenty of belt now. So this is what it takes for a 2 thing. Well, an even number mandatory 2 thing. I wouldn't need that one. So 1 less. So I could fit these all, actually, if I didn't have to do that. But that's impressive. Okay, so the proof of concept is done. The testing is over. We should be able to scale this up now in the next one. I'm sure we need... yeah. So that's going to be our goal. And then maybe to stop ignoring science would be good. But at the moment, I just wanted to get this kind of out of the way. Gotta be running out of space. No, plenty of room for steel still. Iron, I think, is full out. Yeah, iron is done. We've got maxed out iron. So each one holds 4,800 times 4, 16, 19, 2. That's pretty good. Okay, that's what we got this week. Well, this week. Today. I say that a lot. I say this week, I mean today. I have problems with time. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated to everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.